In terms of passive income, there is a very, very powerful strategy that we offer to our members. I want to run you through. We call it Protocol X for the purpose of this demo, also known as the 1% a day DeFi strategy. So this is just one of the strategies in DeFi that we offer to our members. The cool thing about this one, only requires a low minimum investment to get started. So literally a couple $100 is enough to get started in this. Key thing to understand with this is your initial capital is locked indefinitely. And as soon as you put it into the mechanism, you start earning a 1% investment per day. Now on that, you can either reinvest that 1% or eventually you can start actually taking that out as profit. You just saw how powerful it is to actually reinvest that money back in. So you want to do that for the majority of the time and then eventually start drawing an interest, drawing an income out of that. So that 1% payment, it is in the Protocol X token. It's not in dollars. So if the token value goes up in price, so does your capital and your income. If it goes down, obviously it falls as well. Really good tokenomics. There's scarcity. It's got deflationary tokenomics in there as well. It's got incentives for people to actually hold that token, and there's a growing number of use cases that's been built into the ecosystem that is around this project. Sustainability is achieved by taxes. There are caps on how much you can actually earn, and also money flow and fees that are generated from the greater ecosystem. It's one of the very, very few projects that have passed rigorous analysis and vetting processes, and still very early. It's about 120,000 users. Another competitor literally has hundreds of thousands of users and has been going for a number of years. And this strategy here has very much superior technology to that. And there's just a really good buying opportunity at the moment. It's at about $6.50 US. And our price predictions probably over the next, 12 to 24 months, we think it can hit a $25 to $50 mark. During the last bull market, it went bonkers. I think it got up to about $180. So definitely has the potential to go higher than this. But this is kind of what we're seeing. So even if you were to invest into it and just buy it and not get the 1% a day, you're still looking at potentially a good investment. With that 1% a day on top, you'll see in a minute how powerful that is. We've got a whole bunch of clients that are in this strategy. I think it's over 250 now, and the feedback on it has been fantastic. I've literally made $44 in 2 days from literally doing nothing. I wanted you to know that I'm now hydrating and be planning 1 plant per day. Back at the beginning, this looked a long way off. Thank you for the breakout team for all the hard work. There's a few there. Let's have a look at another page. A whole bunch of really good comments here. One that I'll focus on, this one down the bottom. I just want to let you know that I've been withdrawing out my initial capital that I invested every single day. So every single day, she, in this case, was withdrawing her initial capital. It's wonderful earning money while I sleep. I'll continue to withdraw until I've covered the cost of the breakout education and let it run. So she did go with one of our higher ticket items. And so basically she's just been paying that off and probably already has paid that off already. I actually want to run you through how much you can actually earn from this strategy. Now, you're probably saying that I like spreadsheets and I like numbers, so here's another one for you. So this is basically a calculator to determine how much you can actually make from this strategy. I've done it over 18 months, and so basically it tells you what your capital is going to be worth at the end of each month, what your daily return is going to be, and if you were to claim this as profits, as income, what that would equate to. So I'm just going to be really conservative and start with just $100. That can be Australian dollars, US dollars, New Zealand dollars, whatever, it doesn't matter. The daily return is 0.95% because when you hydrate, there is a 5% tax. So that 1% becomes 0.95% on a daily basis. Now, even if the token price doesn't change, if we have a look here, after 12 months, you're going to be earning $28 a day, or if you draw that out as an income, it's about $680 a month. After 18 months, $155 a day at $3,700. So I want you to keep a note of where we actually hit that $100 a day. So it took 17 months like this. Now, there is a strategy in investing called dollar cost averaging. What that means is you just gradually every week or every month put a little bit more money in and start accumulating more assets. And when you do that with strategies like this, it makes a big difference. So let's say we even just do $10 a week of daily DCAing in. That $100 a day mark goes from 17 months down to about 13 and a half months. You literally shaved 4 months off your ability to earn $100 a day. And now instead of $3,000 a month, you're actually pulling out $9,000 a month at the end of 18 months. So you can see, if you can do that $10 a week, how much of a big difference this makes over the longer term. So just hold that thought, because I'm going to come back to this a little bit later in the presentation. Now, let's say the token price does go up. Let's say it hits that $25 mark, okay? So let's have a look at that $100 a day. It goes from month 14 to month 11, okay? So we've now shaved another 3 months off that. If you have a look now at the end of 18 months, you're now at $28,000 a month, right? If you haven't hit max payout by then, which is something technical, but all good. We don't need to cover that just yet. But that shows you the power if this token price does basically gradually, the way it works is it gradually increases this over the 18 months. What happens if it does hit that $50 mark? Okay, that $100 a day now comes down to nearly 9 months, and you're talking about potentially 50 grand a month at the end of 18 months, right? So this shows you the power of this strategy, and if that does happen. Now, the thing is, even if the token price loses value, let's say it goes down to $1, from $6.50 to $1, you're still generating $1,600 a month if you keep compounding it in 18 months, right? So it is a very low risk investment. As long as it kind of stays above 50 cents or so, kind of 75 cents, then you're actually getting a positive return on that. Well, I mean, you're generating, you put in $100, man. Like, let's say you put $200, everything doubles, right? So, this just shows you the power of this strategy and how much you can actually earn simply starting from just $100. So again, if that's blowing your mind a little bit, just chuck me a yes in the comments that you can start with such a small amount of money and potentially over, a 12 to 18 month period, it can become a game-changing investment for you, like it has for many of us.